Hello, my good vibe tribe. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach here with our weekly guidance that we do every Sunday. I'm going to be a little bit rushy today because I do have some plans in just a bit, so we're going to get right to it. We're going to do our 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing deck. What we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. We're going to do our blessing to remember from the Zen Blossoms deck. And we're going to do our challenge to embrace from the Follow Your Heart, Love is Everywhere, Follow Your Heart meditation cards. These are now on sale for Valentine's Day, along with these beautiful little heart necklaces for little girls. They're so cute. Oh, you can't really appreciate because you can't get the full sparkle effect. And my book, I have 8 books left. If you want one, Love is Everywhere, a heart spotting adventure tale based on my true story of finding hearts everywhere. You can also get the magical hide and seek hearts to hide around the house and surprise your little ones and have them collect them in this little pouch. So let's start shuffling. Hi everybody, yay! We're gonna start our shuffling because I'm gonna try and be fast. I'm laughing because I thought I had everything sorted with the wardrobe. Last week we had a wardrobe issue that took me a long time to get to be able to come on because my microphone kept pulling on my shirt. So this week I'm like, oh, let me find something with a lapel, and that worked. But then I had other issues. This is actually my 3rd attempt on here. Hi, Doran. Yay. This is actually my 3rd attempt going live today because I had other issues with the camera. Oh, it's always something, like I said. Yes, I know it's a special day. I don't actually have any comment on that, believe it or not. I know you're all shocked on the palindrome thing. I consulted my guides. Is there anything you want me to say? And I just got the feeling that I need to go straight into the guidance today. It is February, so if you didn't see last week's live stream about the shift in energy, you might want to check that out. But just as a recap, we are now in a softer, more peaceful, more loving energy, more people-oriented, whereas last month it was really about focusing on yourself, doing your own thing, breaking free, just focusing on self-care and independence. Now this month is about relationships. It's about connecting with others, nurturing others, family, responsibilities, healing, resolving conflicts. It's very peaceful, very loving, and very perfect for Valentine's season. So I'm really happy because I just think it's such a sweet combination of energies. The numbers are 2 and 6 for those of you who pay attention to numerology. 2 and 6. Peacemaker and the nurturer. How beautiful is that? Last month it was the leader and the nonconformist. Ooh. I like those numbers. So, what else can I tell you? Oh, I'm just in such a good mood, you guys. One of my clients had a massive breakthrough. Massive. We've been working on it for so long. Wow. They took the leap of faith and left a career that they have been doing for the last 26 years. And there was a lot of anxiety, but there was that gut feeling, and there was a new path of incredible abundance that opened up. It was just a matter of following that excitement and trusting the universe. And oh my gosh, it was so beautiful when I got the info that they had finally done it. And what was so amazing is, like, within 5 minutes of the resignation email, they got an inspiration to reach out to somebody else, to create a connection with somebody else and let them know the status, if they were available, if they wanted to connect and partner up. And poof, I mean, immediate response, yes, I would love to work with you. Yes, I have ideas and projects for you. And I just thought, this is so beautiful. It's like one of those situations where you say, you know, until you jump, when you jump, the net appears. And I am just feeling so, I was so buzzed from the phone call because that person just feels so much more in alignment. They were really, truly shrinking who they were, and they were in a situation where they weren't being valued, and for them to take control of their life and to really be the captain of their own ship, which is what we're all meant to be, that just put me in such a good mood. I was just like, wow, I could feel the self-respect and the self-worth coming out. And then to see the universe provide the evidence of how supported they were, it was so great. Okay, so 4 cards, what we have, want, need, and get. Just a reminder for those of you who don't know, all of my decks are available on theblissfulknowing.com, my website, even though I only have 8 of these left, and I only have 1 of these left. But the heart decks are on sale right now for Valentine's Day. Yay! Okay, what we have, want, need, and get. Here we go. What we have. Oh, thinking of my client. New horizons. Ooh, yes. It's a new month. It's a new year. It's a new decade. New horizons. Let me get the more legible one since I have trashed my deck. I really don't recommend that you guys who have the cards, which many of you do, that you shuffle the way I do, because it really ruins the deck. This is so much prettier this way. There's a new way of shuffling I might try that another client of mine was doing. They did a tarot reading for me, and I thought maybe I'll try that. All right, new horizons. A chapter is ending and positive changes are on the horizon. Find freedom in releasing the past and living in the now. Let go of anything that is weighing you down. It's time to start fresh. Welcome this new phase of your life and look forward to exploring new and exciting experiences. Ooh, you know why I love that, guys? Let me just push you back a little more. You know why I love that? Because last week, the What We Need card was to let it go. And our blessing to remember was beginnings. So we're getting more and more evidence that this is a fresh start, new horizons. And it is a magical day, as you guys saw, the 2020, the 202020, that whole thing. And then Sonia was saying it's the 33rd day of the year and there's 333 days left. So if you want to analyze those numbers, 2 is about peace and 3 is about joy and communication and optimism. Okay. New horizons. Loving that for what we have. Love it. Okay. Can't wait to tell my client if they haven't watched yet. All right. So what we want. Think it over. Okay. Think it over. Interesting. Let me get, again, these things play out over the week. So sometimes it doesn't make sense to me until, sometimes it's like 10, 20 minutes after my live stream, and then something happens and I'm like, oh, that's what that was about. That's what that was predicting. But then all throughout the week, it really does resonate to several different circumstances. So I kept that guidance from last week. Take a step back, let it go, bigger pictures. I kept all that guidance from last week in my head over and over, and I would apply it to all my different circumstances. And I said, oh, that makes sense. And so many of my clients too were saying, oh my God, I felt like that reading was just for me. And I said, it was. We're all co-creating this together. So what we want is to think it over. More time, thought, and research is needed. Ooh, I'm having a little epiphany for my client. You don't have to make a decision in this exact moment, so find out as much as you can before moving forward. Trust that you will always know what you need to know when you need to know it. Hi, Jamie. Ask your higher self to guide you and contemplate whether you are acting out of inspiration or desperation. This will help you to know if you are truly hearing your inner guidance or behaving from a place of fear. Imagine the outcome of both choices and pay attention to which one brings you more relief. Yes, Jamie, this totally applies to you. And this totally applies to my client because more time, thought, and research is needed. I know that the more they immerse themselves into their following their passion, they're going to see more and more evidence that they are on the right path. my favorite line, of course, one of my favorite pieces of advice ever given, ever channeled to me through me is, are you acting out of inspiration or desperation? Let that be your barometer. Let that be how you evaluate your action steps. Be in the moment and be very self-aware and have an honest self-assessment. Am I acting out of inspiration or desperation? Would this be a move that is from inspiration or out of desperation? So what we want, think it over. More time and research is needed. We don't have to figure everything out right now, but we will always know what we need to know when we need to know it, but not a minute sooner, not a minute later. Okay, yay, what we need. Oh, I keep applying this to my client because it's so juicy. Seeds of potential. Jamie, that applies to you too. Oh, and I'm thinking of other clients too. Oh my gosh, it's all coming to me. Woo, bigger pictures. Okay, so what we need, seeds of potential. We need to remember we have seeds of potential. Feeling the magic on this day, I'm telling you. Seeds of potential. So good. You are a field of infinite possibilities. There is tremendous potential in the new beginning that awaits you. Remain open to all opportunities and act on your ideas and inspirations. Trust that you will continue to be guided throughout the unfolding of this new endeavor. Here we are again, the theme, the new horizons and the new endeavor. And just to keep going, acting from our inspiration, and we will continue to be guided and we will know what we need to know. Seeds of potential. Hi, Thea. I hope I said your name right. Okay, this is great. So good. I feel like I'm too close to the... Sit back, but there we go. That's better. We don't need any extreme close-ups. Okay, so what we get. Relationship reflections. Okay, we've gotten this one for the what we get, but this really makes sense to me when I'm thinking of my client and I'm thinking about people who are out there meeting new people. They're on a new frequency, new horizons. Jamie, we were talking about this, how you're meeting so many wonderful people that are on your frequency. Everywhere you go, you're seeing people that are like-minded. So when we're on the new frequency, when we've let go of the old because we've started fresh. I've talked about this with my live stream with Claudia. Hopefully you've all seen it. When we are in that new frequency, we're going to meet new people. We're on a new floor of experience, and there's other people there that match that frequency that are waiting for us. Relationship reflections. That's what I feel that this card's about. I'm going to read what it's about. What the text says, and it is the month of relationships with the energies of 2 and 6, partnership, friendship, companionship, romantic love, family. This is the most relationship-oriented combination that we're going to have all year. We'll have it again in November, but it's not going to be quite as pure because November is an 11-month. So you have 2 1s in there, whereas February is a 2-month. Anyway, hopefully that made sense. Probably didn't make sense for you guys. Anyway, relationship reflections. Let's read this. Focusing on our relationships, but I feel like there's new partnerships. That's what I feel is happening here with the new horizons and the seeds of potential. The relationships have potential, and I know there's 2 clients in my mind I'm thinking of right now that have entered recently into new relationships, last month being the new beginning 1 month, and the card that we had was beginnings. So relationship reflections. Relationships are mirrors. What you see in another may also be a part of you. Take time to reflect on what the people in your life have to teach you about yourself. Accepting others for who they are is the key to a peaceful relationship. Rather than trying to change another, consider ways you can change your perception of them. Appreciation and compassion allow you to see others from your higher self's perspective. Now, last time we had this card, I felt like it was more of a lesson of needing to see what these people have to teach you about yourself, like I said in the card. This week, this feels lighter. This feels more about seeing yourself in another, and what you appreciate in another is also in you. Like I said, being on a new frequency and making connections based on that new frequency that feel more connected, feel more like-minded, feel more supportive. Having a conscious relationship based on mutual respect and co-creation. So I feel like there's people that have value, that you bring value to the relationship, they bring value to the relationship, and you both appreciate that in each other, respect that, honor that, and it just feels like I'm hearing the words answered prayer. So that's really cool. Okay, so relationship reflections. I can already see how this makes sense for me, and I can see how this makes sense for many of my clients when I think about it. But as always, this is guidance for the whole week. So things often have to play themselves out for us to really understand. That's why it's so great to watch the replay midweek, because you'll get an enlightened viewpoint in a bigger picture. Oh, that's what that card was about. I see now. Now I really get it. Okay, so we have a blessing to remember and a challenge to embrace. Here we go. Blessing to remember from my favorite deck, the Zen Blossoms. What is it? Oh my gosh, this is too perfect. Woo, I cannot wait to talk to my client about this. Determination. Fire in your belly. This is the fire in your belly card. Those seeds of potential, they want to bloom. They want you to plant them. They want you to fertilize them. They want to become all they can be. So determination, focus, clear intention. This is 2020, the year of clear focus and a practical path forward, a clear path forward. So we need to be determined with our goals and our intentions. The Capricorn energy asks us to look at the mountain and say, we're going to climb it. This is the mountain I'm going to climb. I'm going to do it. It's the goat. The goat wants to climb that mountain. So, blessing to remember is we have a fire in our belly when we follow our excitement. Our excitement is like a fire in our belly. It is the feeling of passion. That is actually the communication from your higher self. Passion is the language of your higher self. So when you're feeling that passion, that is your higher self pushing you forward. And with my client, I could see them, and I could feel that that's where they wanted to go, but they had a lot of beliefs that they needed to release that were creating anxiety, just false beliefs and fears that were holding them back from taking that step. And they finally did. And I said, once you take that step, you'll see there's going to be a massive amount of momentum. It's going to push you forward. You're going to feel that determination to make things happen. So, blessing to remember is determination. I like that, and I can see how that applies for myself too. All right, is it gonna show up? Probably not. Not really. Okay, let me just, whatever. Okay, determination is our blessing to remember, and our challenge to embrace this week is hope. Oh my gosh, yes again. Yes, again, I'm going to show you why I picked the word hope for this card as soon as I get another version for you here so that it is a little more camera ready. Hope is our challenge to embrace. Now, this is the heart deck. For Valentine's Day, it's on sale. And there's a teeny tiny little heart, a spark. This is like the determination card. It's the same color. It's that fire within you. Tiny little orange heart. So to me, when I saw this, and this is not the ultimate heart here, I know, but I needed to use this because it was a very poetic image. So when I saw this flower, it reminded me of a blank canvas. Your life is a blank canvas, especially this card's telling us new horizons, starting fresh, seeds of potential. Always starting. Every day is a new day to start and plant a new seed. So this is your blank canvas. This is your life. You always have an opportunity to start clean slate, fresh blank canvas. And here's the paintbrush. And you paint with your passion, with the fire inside, with that spark of hope, that spark of passion. You get to paint your own masterpiece of a life. So that is our challenge to embrace, is to remember that life is a blank canvas. Stay hopeful, stay optimistic, and hopeful about these seeds of potential. And also stay determined. So that's where we're at this week, my friends. I think it's good. I think it's really appropriate for February's energies of friendship, family, love, peace, relationships, that we got the relationship reflections cards, and that the theme is to be optimistic about the new beginnings, especially when in regards to our relationship. And what I'm hearing right now before I go is that even in your pre-existing relationships, your old, more established relationships, you can have a fresh start, shifting your perception, appreciating what that person has to teach you, or appreciating and having compassion for that person. You can shift and bring a fresh, new, peaceful, loving, appreciative energy into your existing relationship. So this applies to every one of us. Even if you don't have a new relationship right now, it's about starting fresh within all relationships, whether they're technically new or not. You can always have a new way of looking at the person and the relationship and the blessing of what they have to teach you and show you, because everyone is here to help us to learn more about ourselves. So that's it, my friends. If you are interested in booking a session with me, you can go to theblissfulknowing.com. I've had some incredible sessions this last week. I mean, this has been a year of, there's just so much clarity coming through with this 2020 year during my sessions, and there's a lot of getting to the root of the issue with the 4 energy. It's been really, really fabulous. I've absolutely loved doing those sessions. So those are available on theblissfulknowing.com, along with the 2020 personal year forecast. If you don't yet have it, it's time to get it, because it's a 12-month forecast. It's January through December. So we're already past January. Your 2020 forecast will still include January, so you can look back on what that month represented for you. But you do want to get it earlier in the year, because it's just a better value to get all 12 months before they occur. So I will link that in the comments, along with the sessions and the heart decks, if you're interested in those while they're on sale. And my children's book, Love is Everywhere. Such a beautiful book. And I also have my family tree book. You can get these as an add-on. You can buy one and add the other one on, or you can buy a bundle. This is about following your excitement in life. So fun. So fun. I don't want to hold these things up to the screen too long, because then it ends up being the thumbnail. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the thumbnail just is like a giant whatever. Anyway, please say hi if you're watching the replay, my friends, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I will be in touch soon, and I hope to connect with you one-on-one. Thanks so much. Bye.